Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Derp, and in today's video I will be showing you how to use the Home PC optimization program. Now that may seem like a mouthful, but I will make this tutorial as simple as possible for you to download, install, and configure, and make sure you put a backup on your computer so you don't ruin your actual computer. Before we get into it, I'd like you to subscribe, like the video, and if you want to help out, spread this video to as many people as you can. But without further ado, let's get into the video and show you how to use it. Welcome to the Hone webpage. This is where you can finally get your desired performance with the Hone app. And let me show you how to download it and set it up first. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go here. You don't even have to sign up. You can go here, click it, download. Then it's going to say optimize your PC for gaming, optimize your FPS, reduce input lag and network lag, like I said. Then you want to click download. Then it's going to bring this thing over here. Then you're going to have to click save. Then you're going to click the Hone installer. Once that opens, it will pop open a thing like this. Now, you're going to click next. You're going to click accept. You're going to click next. While that does that, it will install Hone. Let it do its thing. And bam. Now let's go on to the part you need to do before you do any of this. See the backup tab? Click the backup tab, and now you'll see that I have all these restore points. Now you won't have any of this. When you first open the app, this is what I recommend you to do. You need to click create system restore. Hone restore point. I'm gonna name it create restore point. Now, before you start adding tweaks or anything, make a restore point. I do not want to stress this enough. If you do not create a restore point, you will not be able to revert your computer if this causes damage. Like they say in the beginning when you first open the app, Hone is not for everyone, and it might brick your computer. So make sure you create a system restore in case you can't access Windows. So this is the Hone tweak section. This is where you can edit your input lag, much more, and even get rid of actual network lag, which will prevent you from lagging and rubber banding in games. So to start off with, let's go to tweaks. So there is a Hone Premium, and then there's the free option, which is cool of Hone to do this. But first is optimize Windows device affinities. Optimizes the core usage and priority of your GPU, USB, and network controllers to reduce latency and reducing the load on other devices. Long story short, this optimization will just give you better performance on your GPU and not push it to your CPU when it's needed. Well, not when it's needed, but when it's not needed during games. Then, if you're an AMD user, it's pretty much the exact same thing, but for AMD graphics cards. I don't have one, so I don't have that one on. Next is optimize Windows audio latency. Now, this is something I corely needed a couple of weeks ago, and I actually found this a couple of weeks ago, so W. But this pretty much, it removes pretty much, it puts your latency to like 0 ms on everything. Your mic, your browser, your games, so you could get perfect audio quality sound with like no chopping, artifacting, all this stuff. That's what that does. Now going this one to optimize BCD edit boot config. Like I said in the beginning, this can also edit and optimize your boot time. This one actually optimizes your boot config, including boot time. So what it says, it optimizes your boot process and system settings of your computer. It disables unnecessary features such as boot animation and enables enhanced timing synchronization to improve performance. I have this one enabled because it actually speeds up your boot time by quite a bit. Next, going on to optimize mouse priority. This one is a core one for you Bed Wars gamers, or even for you PvPers on Minecraft, Minemen, or whatever it is. This one will pretty much give your mouse administrator. Yes, you heard me right. This will give your mouse administrator permissions and for it all the resources that it needs to run your mouse at pretty much max capacity. It prioritizes this exe, which pretty much is your mouse's thing. And it changes the CPU and IO priority class, adjusting several system profile settings related to Windows UI, network, and responsiveness performance. Pretty much it gives your mouse a lot more responsiveness, and it just makes it overall really nice. Next going on is disable network auto tuning. Sorry for that. Disable network auto tuning is pretty much, it optimizes your network performance by disabling the automatic tuning feature, which if you don't know what the automatic tuning feature is, it pretty much changes your network bandwidth automatically, which can sometimes prevent lag and stuff, but overall it's not that good for your computer, and it can honestly cause bad things to your computer. So I recommend disabling this and enabling this in the Honed app. Next going on is disable idle. For you gamers that stay on your computer without doing anything in your life, and or if you're just a worker that does graphic design like myself, and you're always on the computer and sometimes it goes idle and you lose stuff, you can disable the idle completely with this tweak. Next going on is disable mitigations. This says disable Windows mitigations. This will optimize your security features of your computer by turning off certain mitigations that may impact performance. These mitigations can slow down a computer's performance, so disabling them can improve overall system speed. Pretty much, this would disable random unnecessary security features, but improving the already well-made security features. Next going on is disable network task offloading. This one is, I haven't enabled this one yet, but I'm going to look at it. It says disable network task offloading. Disables task offloading for TCP IP connections. By disabling task offloading, the network traffic may be processed entirely by the CPU instead of the network adapter, which I am not going to do this because your boy has a pretty weak CPU. Next going on is disable tracking and telemetry. This one is a core one for you gamers because it disables various settings and features of Windows to remove tracking and telemetry and improve security. Pretty much, if you don't want yourself being stalked by your computer, Microsoft, or even being listened to through your own microphone and cameras, turn this on. This will prevent that. Next, going on to optimize network priority. This one I'm actually going to activate, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But this one is called optimize network priority. Optimizes network traffic for specific applications by assigning a differentiated services code point (DSCP) value and configured psych and QoS. All of these optimizations work together to improve network performance. This one I'm pretty confused about, but here's how to activate a tweak if you really want to activate it. All you gotta do is click this apply tweak button. It says apply tweak. Are you sure you want to apply? You click apply, it will show this loading bar, and now it's changing your system settings. Now it says task successful, tweak applied, optimize network priority. Going on, general optimizations. I recommend anyone who installs Home is to install this immediately. This will give you such more responsiveness to your computer and boost your RAM and just honestly give you a better performance on your computer if you're on a low-end system. This app is definitely good for low-end systems, so if you want to get it, I'll leave it in the link below. Optimize Internet. This one is a script that is designed to enhance network performance, gaming stability, and reduce latency by optimizing various network settings. I'm going to turn this on, apply this tweak, apply. Now it does the exact same thing, and it says optimize internet. As it's going, it says analyzing, optimizing internet, do not close. There we go. Now it has said optimize complete. Now we're going to go to optimize device MSI priority. This one is a tweak that pretty much makes the performance of your computer, like it stops random interrupts on your computer and network adapters. Pretty much when you are on the internet, you get interrupts from ads in certain websites that use your cookies and stuff. So this will stop that. And a couple more, we have optimized network card. If you guys know that those antennas on the back of your computer, that is your network card. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Optimizes the various settings of the network interface card (NIC) for better network performance. They're disabling power savings and energy efficient features. Pretty much just removes unnecessary features like the other ones. I have this one turned on. Next, going on to NVIDIA tweaks. For you that have old NVIDIA graphics card, this is for you. Like myself, I have an RTX 2060 that is pretty damn old. Because your boy doesn't want to buy another graphics card. Anyway. Disable NVIDIA telemetry. This one is a key one because this will allow you to delete or even disable the stages of your NVIDIA graphics card heat. So be very careful with this, because if you have a very old graphics card, you will not be able to run, your computer will heat up very quickly, that's all. I have that enabled though. Next going on is disable P state. This is the exact same thing, but a little more extreme, because now it's running at 100% constantly on your GPU, which means your GPU will be running at max performance, but it will increase the heat in your computer. So as it says, please make sure you have a decent airflow and cooling. And the last but not least, general NVIDIA optimizations. I have that turned on because it just gives you a better performance on your graphics card and overclocks. And lastly, disable NVIDIA HDCP. This one is pretty much high bandwidth digital content production, which means it will be able to use all the bandwidth it needs. Because by default, NVIDIA graphics cards are limited to a certain amount of bandwidth per internet.